Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to SevTech Ages here on the CreedCraft server. Thank you for joining me today and continuing to show your support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Behind me here you can see the brand new barn I've just built up. Hope you enjoyed that time lapse. It's the first one of the series. I hope I'll be doing a fair few more of those. Let me know if there's anything you want me to build, anything you want me to see, and just noticed I'm missing a stair there. I'm going to grab one of those. Yeah, last episode we did all the Betweenland stuff, or starting off in the Betweenlands with Nathan, and today we're going to be carrying on with that a little bit, but first of all I want to show you around this new barn and hopefully be able to put up this stair as well, just in that little place there where I missed it off. I can't believe I did that. Anyway, this is the outside of the barn. If you did watch my Hermit Pack series, then you will have seen a very similar barn to this, but it was much smaller. This is a very, very big barn compared to what I've done then. I've added an entire new section onto it, so it would have finished about here last time, I think, something like that. But now I've added on all of this at the front. It gives me a lot more work, a lot more room to work inside. And here we have some cobblestone, Nathan Mustrel. So he's given us 2 entire chests full of cobblestone. Thank you, Nathan. That will come in very useful for something. Not quite sure what yet, but I will be planning out a load of buildings, and that there is just my Enderman killing spot. So that's just what that is. So inside I've managed to fit all of these, the turntable, the saw and the millstone in, with hoppers around going into a chest on each one of them. And that is powered by, out here we have the water mills. So you've seen me make these, and the actual method for putting them in is very, very simple. If I take this one out I can show you fairly easily. Just to show you how to put them in. We can struggle against the tide. So we have a wooden axle and a water wheel. You place the wooden axle on first, you can see that is spinning, and then just place this straight onto there. That's as simple as it gets. Nice and easy. And then if we come down just underneath here, take these 2 bits out here, you can see the underneath workings of this. So we have a gearbox here. So the axles come in horizontally into this and go down vertically to here, into this gearbox, which takes it across to this one, and this one, and this one, because these axles will only allow you to go, I think it's either 3 or 4 away. So 1, 2, 3, yeah. And so if I tried to place another axle here, then it would just pop off, it wouldn't let me do anything. So down here, it then goes down all the way up here, and then this is underneath the millstone, this is underneath the saw, and then this is underneath the turntable. I did originally have them coming down all the way down this main trunk line and then splitting off, because I thought if I have them on the other side as well, if there's something else that I want to add on to the other side of the barn, then I can just take it through that way. And that would be a better idea if both sides were being used. Because it's only this side that's being used at the moment, this setup here takes far less of these gearboxes to actually set up. So that's why all of these channels are cut out and actually unused at the moment. But yeah, that's the kind of the underneath workings of the barn, and the kind of the inside on the ground floor here. And if we head up, oh yes, and I've got just one last thing down here, I've got my market down here, so I can use gold ingots to buy any number of different saplings and various different things from there. So if we head up into the hayloft, a little bit of lag as we go up. This is a huge area we can store stuff in. So this is going to be a really nice storage for various different things, probably a massive great big hay pile somewhere. And then in Age 3, when we get to Immersive Engineering, I'm going to have a pulley system coming up here with a load of hay bales on it as well. If you have a look at what I've done in the stables with the hayloft in there, you can see I put a load of thatch in, and I think this looks really well done, really good. I probably do with taking that one away actually. Looks a little bit lost. and then I can have 2 more of those, and I can say I want 1 maybe there and 1 there. Yeah, that looks better. So yeah, with this, this is kind of similar to what I want to do in the barn. Probably a bit more organized in the barn, because it'll be a much more of a storage area as well. I've got some spare dry thatching in here, and this is basically where I'm going to keep all my thatch. So that's that. So yeah, let's put this other piece of stair in. I'm probably going to need a bit of scaffolding, so let's go and get some dirt. Thank you. And then we can get on with the betweenland stuff. I think before we actually get to the betweenlands, we should work on the space just outside it on this end first. There's a couple of things I want to do, and just started on now, that will really help us. And one of the biggest things, you can see I've taken out this big mud pile here which slows us down, and in this area I don't want to get caught out by creepers, so I have lit up the surrounding area quite a lot, quite thoroughly, just so that we've got no chance of being caught out unawares by creepers when we've got full inventory coming back from there and we're like desperately trying to work on stuff basically. But in this area just here, I want to build a fairly small little house. First of all, so that I can put my horse in and he'll be safe, but also so that I've got a little base here that isn't obtrusive at all. You're not going to be able to see it from anywhere really. We're really quite nice and secluded here. But it'll give us a little base of operations here. It'll give us some storage and some workspace. So in here I've got various different things. I think ironwood's going to work fairly well here. And I've also got spruce, which I think will go well as well. So I'm going to put just something down as a I'm going to call it a mooring post for now, just so that he's safe. And yeah, in this area here, I want to just carve a little bit away from here, and I suppose that one as well, just to carve it back a little bit. And that can go on there. And then this area here, we'll take these few out. And I think that'll do as a fairly small footprint. Doesn't have to be huge. We'll take that one out and put that one a bit further back. So I think I want to have my horse on this side. So I want him to have a 2. Yeah, he'll be okay with a 2. And then, so 2 by 3 I think will be okay. And that means this area would be my little hut, just with a bit of storage in it. And I think that'll be okay. So if I put those in there, and then there will be, these will come up like that. And this one, and this one. And then we can put in, I'll do these ones across the top as well. And so that'll give us our entryway into here for the horse. And then I've got these slats for across the top. So I can put these in just like that. And they'll stop things from coming in from above, and it'll be nice and airy and ventilated in here. And then for the sides, I've got spruce fences. This is just a very basic thing for now. Something I can build upon when I've got time to actually do a proper kind of plan for this. And again, at the moment, I'm not going to do anything with the rest of the building here. I just want to be able to get my horse nice and safe. So I've essentially built a little cage for him there. It's not a cage, it's a pen, I promise, or a stable, a little temporary stable. So yeah, he's going to be safe in there, he won't be able to get out. And it's just somewhere we can come in quickly, dump the horse, and then head into here. You can see in the inside of here I've already put all the chests, crafting table and a chopping block down, and this has got all the stuff we managed to get last episode, and I've already got a couple more things to put in there. A little bit of lag. Keep on getting tiny little lag spikes like that every so often now. Not too sure why. Oh yes, the other thing I wanted to do here is plant down some sap trees. These are going to be really useful moving forwards. We'll be able to get all of that sap for the sap jello, and I think out here they will suit this kind of swampland area. It's already kind of as close as to the betweenlands as we can get in the overworld, so I'm just going to plant down a couple of these every so often just to have some available. If I place one, I think over here, one there, and I've got 3 left. So one, I don't know where to put them now. I suppose one there. I don't want them too close to the tree, but I think having them back here will probably be the best. So one there and one there. Okay, let's see how they grow up over time. We'll see if they need moving, because they will be chopped down and replaced, but once they're chopped down once, we can move the saplings over if they don't look right here. And this is the one I'll be interested in the most. So this is going to be the floor plan. I may want to push it back one more just to give it a little bit more space, but I don't need too much space around here because most of the stuff, what I'm planning on doing, is actually building a fair amount in the betweenlands itself. So I'm going to grab some swamp dirt and put the mud back, and I'll show you what I mean. So if we come through to the betweenlands itself, so out here we have exactly the same portal frame and portals as we had in the overworld. However, we come out and we are in the betweenlands. You can see on each side we've got something different. So we've got water on this side. On this side we've got kind of coast spinning round into a thin river, but still the water comes right up to the tree. On this side, again the water comes right up to the tree, and then we've got these 2 huge trees right in front of us. And then the main way out, I want to put a little sign saying main way out or something to indicate that this is the door we will be using most often. This is the safe door, and this is the dangerous door, because right down here are things that want to kill us. However, out here is the area we are going to be putting some buildings in and all the kind of stuff we need for the betweenlands, all our farms and stuff like that. I don't know how many of these trees I'm going to keep in, and there's another sap tree there. So all around here we have stuff we can use, and as you can see I've started clearing out just around the base of the tree itself. I had some mud patches which slow you down like these ones, and they're so annoying. As soon as you step in them you crawl. So my main objective at the moment is first of all to get rid of all of this mud. That is number 1 on the list. To get rid of all of this mud and replace it with the dirt. So I'm reclaiming the dirt from basically surface skimming and doing some basic landscaping. We do have a big cave here which I want to signpost off as well. So I'm going to go back, grab some signs, make sure that that's signposted for the way out properly, and this is signposted for danger, deep cave or something like that. I need to repair my items as well. You can see there's hardly any left on this mattock I'm using. But this mattock is the best thing I have to actually gather this mud up at the moment. It's the equivalent of a shovel. So until we start getting the betweenlands items, this is what we'll be using. So this is poison ivy. I want to get rid of the poison ivy. Don't like poison ivy at all. So yeah, I've got to go around and fill these holes in again now. So that is just, well, not with mud. Dig all the mud out just to fill it in with mud. No, with swamp dirt. And because Nathan and I went round dumping down some of these poor sulphur torches last episode, it's given us quite a nice head start on this area. And you can see when it rains, it drops down these water puddles on the ground, and these get a bit annoying because with where the river is here, it stops you. Well, it's difficult to realise where the rain ends and where the water begins, especially when it's night time here. I don't know how easy it is to see on the video around here. It's okay at the moment, although we do. Is this actually classed as a fog? Just realised. Not too sure. It seems very foggy. So I'm going to head back through just in case that is. I'm not too sure exactly what can kill you out here or not. But yeah, I'm going to fix up my weapons because that's almost dead, and gather up some more materials, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so yes, it was very foggy before. You can see the stars now. Oh, that's something. Hello. I'm going to kill you. Did I get anything from you? I don't know. Oh yes, I've got like 6 slimy bones. That's going to be really useful. Yeah, you can see as it rains, the ground fills up with water, and it's starting to go away now. But over here, you can see just on the edge how easy it would be to just run into some water if it was at the same level. So yeah, it's going to be something we're going to need to be very careful of as we're working in here. Now, my idea for this place, we're going to need a lot of wood to be able to do a lot of this stuff, and we've got a lot of wood around because we've got these trees. And so I think we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone with this, and we can actually kind of dig into this tree and actually use the trees themselves as little houses. So I want to dig right the way in. Let's put a torch in here. Yeah, that's the end of it. I need to put a load of stuff away. I've just brought some stuff in from the overworld. So all of that, grab the sap jello back out, and I will have inside here, I've put main exit and some rubber tree logs around. I like these. So I'll put a chopping block on that side and the crafting table on that side. We're nice and safe, fairly safe at least, in here whilst doing all the crafting and stuff we need to do. But using this means that we can carve out a big area in here and actually use the trees themselves as little houses. So that's essentially what I want to do, just try and dig out a load of this. I can't use my lumber axe, otherwise the entire tree will disappear. But I want to know what the difference is between this weed wood and the weed wood logs. So if I just carve out a fairly decent amount, and I can put up some of these torches, say 1 right on the top there, that's where I'm going to have the ceiling. And it means we can have maybe a spiral staircase going around as well on this. If I just dig all of this out, it should give me a nice decent amount of area to be able to do stuff. If I take out the bottom first so we can actually see how much space we'll have. So it's not a huge amount of space, but at the beginning of all of this, until we get some resources up here, we're not going to need to build big buildings or anything. And I think in the Betweenlands I'd prefer not to do any of my kind of big builds. I think the builds we've got at our base in the overworld, they'd probably be too big for here. I want to keep everything fairly small and unobtrusive in the Betweenlands. That's why the little stables that are built in the overworld to by the portal, they're not huge at all, and the little building there I've got isn't huge. I want the Between Worlds to be a very understated thing in the way that I build with it, at least. Because it is such a big mod, I think, and it's such a huge varied mod, but I want to be able to show the mod off to its kind of full potential without kind of ruining it, I suppose. by just building huge stuff. So if I turn on spawn sites here, I will need some, yeah, and that'll do. And that is a fairly decent amount of space to be able to build, to be able to put stuff, and to be able to work in here. And so then out here I can have another entrance coming out from there. That's a horrible sound. There's so many really strange, weird sounds out here. But I think we need to actually start looking at what we can actually do with all of this wood. So if we come into the advancement screen first, in Fighter, one of the things we need to do is obtain a Betweenlands sword. And the image on this is of a bone sword. So I'm going to imagine that we need to build a bone sword to complete that one. And then we use all the different arrow types, equip yourself with a Betweenlands shield, upgrade a weapon or armor piece with a middle gem, and slay an enemy with a sword. So we can probably get the Betweenlands sword and slay an enemy with him fairly easily. Compost your soil, and breed together 2 Maya snails. Craftsman, we need to create a dual sulfur furnace. I think that might be one of the first things we do. I built up a little furnace here, and I've got a crafting station here, and then as I said, inside here we've got these 2. I don't know whether this will actually turn into any kind of crafting station. Yes, it will, just a regular crafting station now. But that's okay. And then I can dig this tree out as well and do exactly the same with that one. So we'll have 2 fairly decent size rooms available for us. And then this tree as well, but we do need to do something with this cave before we do anything with that tree. And I think first of all I want to just put a little bit of light in here just so we don't get any big spawns. And this goes down quite far actually. And I can see some various different things now we are going to need. I can get all of these mushrooms. But we will need to get a load of this crag rock. So if I use my hammer, we can start taking some of this stuff away. I don't know exactly how much I'm going to need of this, but I know I'm going to need a fair amount. So yeah, that's fine. So we can take it away from here. So we've got 48, let's get a stack. There's 57, need another torch. So I really should put these torches in my offhand so it's easier for you guys to see. Don't want to take those away because that'll risk going down there. Take these ones. Almost wet myself falling down that thing then. Just put another one back there. And let's grab some of this as well. I think that will be fine for now. That'll give us enough to work with. And we can head back out of here. Back onto dry land and safety, well, mushy land. One thing Nathan did say is that this swamp grass here will spread. However, it won't spread onto the dead grass. It will spread onto the coarse, it won't spread onto the coarse swamp dirt or onto the dead grass. However, if we take one of these pieces of grass up, it becomes just regular swamp dirt, and that it will spread onto. And the same with this coarse swamp dirt, that becomes regular swamp dirt as soon as you pick it up. So we can actually make this grass spread throughout, and we can make this area look a lot more lush. My idea with the Betweenlands is to essentially tame the landscape, bend it to our will, so to speak, and try and make this area look really cool. What I may do is show you what Nathan's done in his area and linked his area up with Wandering Ones, so that you can see kind of how this will end up at once we've done a little bit more in here. So we're over here at Nathan's base, and his portal tree is just here, right out in the open here. So if we head on through, you can see he's got a couple of chests just in here, nothing much special in there. However, on the other side he's built up inside as a massive storage area, as you will see. Doesn't take too long to go through. There we go. Yeah, in here, as the lag catches up with us. Wow. Okay, that was quite a lot of lag. Yeah, you can see he's got a lot of stuff in here. Huge amount of various different storage things, like 16, 17 chests, something like that. And a load of these hoppers, we'll be getting onto this. These are actual proper hoppers, just blue, with the Simurite. And then if we head outside, you can see it's a bit built up at the moment because of his attunement. He needs to get rid of... Whoa, okay. Not quite as spawn-proof as he thought it was. Oh wow, these things hurt. Ah, no! I was trying to spam click. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Why am I on this side? Okay, this is my area. Okay. Let's hope there's no piranhas and just come back. This is one reason why I do want to build up around the base of my tree here with some logs. Not logs, with some dirt, so that I can actually build a bridge across there. I really don't like the between lands. Okay, so we're back at my place. So let's try round 2. Okay, so we're back and hopefully won't die again, just while I show you this at the end of the episode. So this is Nathan's area. I'm going to be very, very careful around here because there are a lot of mobs around here and we're not quite up to killing everything in here yet. But you can see he's got a nice little thing here with the Maya snails in. He's got a nice little farm here. He said that he's covered it over with wood and put torches around it so that it doesn't get flooded out when it rains. So that's a good tip. And then just over this side, this is what I really wanted to show you. Nice little gecko. Hello. This chip path here actually increases your movement speed while you're on it and gives you movement speed 1, maybe speed 2. And he's put a little path here going through all of these logs. And this goes all the way through to Wandering One's base and it's all lit up. So it's a nice, fairly safe path through the Between Lands as like a central highway. And you can see Wandering One's tree just there. And now we're getting into the more dangerous bit where it isn't covered. So I like to be a bit careful around here, but yeah, you can see this is Wandering One's area. And so this path will eventually lead off and over to my place as well. So that's really nice and cool. Anyway, this is all I've got time for today. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.